the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, I'm in the wrist, I never switch.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Heinz Field.
Ready? 180. 50. We own it.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check 26. Check 26.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Conner. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A run with Conner on first down, going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Blue 30.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Hey, switch gears.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
Black 20. 50. Mike 50. Watch the run. No spacing.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Start! 180.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. Black 80.
Watch the curl. Check 50. Jim.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
50 to Mike. Watch the out.
Mike 50.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Roethlisberger will throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
Single receiver. Watch 38.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Let's go, baby.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 39, Rodgers. They'll get this off to Jamal Williams. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Sponge. No. Kill.
What's up? 59, what's up?
The drive will start with Connor, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Get him. You got him.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Start. Like 30.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
Check pass. Check pass. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Drop deep, drop deep.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Tyler Ervin back deep. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Tighten up.
Hey, whoa.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers finding some room at midfield. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Rodgers going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Stand 300. Stand 300. 5.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with. So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense? An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to air one out. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard. Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Here we go. White 80.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively. And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Mike 42, Mike 42. All day, just like that.
On the run is counter. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead. And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too. Again, it's Connor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter. Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now, big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Set! Black 5!
50! Watch the floor!
Alert!
On 1st and 10 is counter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Again, a run with Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Blake Martinez.
On third down, it's Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The Packers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here's Rodgers. He's to the 10, and he finds Jimmy Graham. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. It's Williams on the catch. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
Check 3, check. 2 jet bombers, 2 jet bombers. Undercut. 150. Hey, high 7. 98, watch 98. 98's the mark.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Connor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
You can't block me.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Black 80.
Watch the slant.
World. Mike 42. Bravo. 42. Check. Mike 42.
Let's go, defense.
Here's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.